Hey, hope you're all doing well. Someone pointed out the other day that there is an update for the Boss Tube Amp Expander. Since the introduction of the core version, the smaller version of said Tube Amp Expander, they've done an update to bring it more in line with that newer version. So I'm going to do that today and check out what's actually new. On the Boss website, you can see here they have version 3 available. Now you will need to download and update the editor. You can see there, this update has literally just been released. So what's been added is the Mix Assist function to switch between presets or IRs. Number of mics in the cab mic simulation was increased to 2. 2 types of user, 1 to 32. So loaded IR data and mic cab simulation can be used at the same time. That's pretty cool. Editor screens improved. So the editor and the IR loader were integrated. So now you can upload your IRs using the editor, not having to use the separate IR loader. That's pretty handy. And the time value for the analog in delay was extended. Cool. So I'm not going to show you today how to do the actual update. If you need to do that, you can literally just go to Google, write Boss Tube Amp Expander firmware, and you can follow through here. But if you need a video, it's literally my video right here at the top, which I made in 2021. The process is exactly the same. Just make sure you pick the right one for you. And I even wore the same hat. So this is the old editor. That's what it looks like. Obviously, there's only one mic type there. There's going to be 2 in a minute. I'm going to update the editor and I'll reload it and we'll have a look. All right, here we are. I've got the editor open. I've got my Gibson Les Paul Custom. I'm playing through my Silver Jubilee, and I've got a couple of pedals here that I'm going to turn on and off as well. I'm going to use all the reverbs and delays only in the Tube Amp Expander. So let's check it out. All of these rigs 1 through 10 are the same as these rigs 1 through 10, which obviously relate to the rigs 1 through 10 on the front of your TAE. I actually don't have any impulse responses loaded, but we can look at how to do that in just a minute. The biggest change for me, I reckon, is that they've added the second microphone. So let's change rigs. I'm going to use a Greenback Vintage 30. I'm going to change this microphone to a 57. I'm going to keep this one on a ribbon. Very good. Turn some reverb off for the minute. So no effects just yet. Cool. So this is the Vintage 30 Greenback. Changing to the second channel. It's pretty fizzy. I'm going to move this microphone around a bit. The hell riff is this? Who knows? So that sounds a bit better there to my ears. Let's bring in the condenser. What do you call that? The ribbon. I'm going to bring in an overdrive. It's got an SD1 into the dirty channel on the amp. Let's just want a bit more of this microphone in. Maybe. Yeah. That's cool there. I pretty well like that. So we've got the room mic as we have always Had it the anechoic meaning free from echoes. There's no room echo when you're using this mode. Small room. It's okay. Mid room. Big room. Not sure if I like those rooms on there. Hey, it's a bit sort of, I don't know, you can't blend the volume. I wish there was a volume of the amount of said room. Unless I'm missing that, but it's like it's obviously not there. Is it in the editor? Yeah, no. Look, that's one complaint already. I wish that they would give you an option to blend in how much of that room sound is there, because it sounds okay, but there's too much, in my opinion, of each. Oh well, you're right, I've added a bit on the high gain. So this is brand new. Obviously now I'm sure I didn't do that, but you know, there's a little bit there at the high and a little bit here in the high mid and in the low mid and on the bottom. So there's just levels added everywhere here. I don't know if that. I think it sounds better with it off, to be quite honest. So let's go, I'm gonna bring the small room. Nah, let's go no effect, and I'm gonna bring in a bit of plate reverb. That's all right, cool. All right, we're gonna stick on this cabinet for the moment. The mix assist, let's see what this does. There's no low end on that at all, so down to this one, type 1. Go back to 1 and we'll go through this transient thing. So 0 or minus 100. Jeepers. So I don't really know what this is thinking it's supposed to be doing, but I don't know if I like it. I would quite frankly just leave that off. I don't particularly like whatever this mix assist is. I don't think it's assisting at all. It feels like a bit of a hindrance to me. So according to this, we can now load our own impulse responses. So let's load one. All right, cool. So I've got a bunch of impulse responses here. I can't remember where I got these or what they're doing. Okay. It's taking a second to load. Cool. So that took quite a while to load in the end there. Let's go to IRs now. Let's have a listen. Whoa. That's cool. If you're listening in headphones there, that would have been a lot of fun. Yeah, like it sounds fun. Mad, but let's just stick with... All right, let's bring in some compression. Certainly makes it a bit nicer to play. Cool. And delays, what does it say here? So the time value for analog was increased. So the delays are more or less the same, evidently, but this analog time has been increased. Modulation, nope. It's quite a dark analog delay, isn't it? Stereo delays here. Oh, that's weird. So that's interesting. I'm coming out of the tube amp expanders, both of the outputs going in stereo. But when I choose this stereo delay, it puts my guitar on the left and the delay on the right. I don't like that. I wish it was an actual stereo delay. That's a shame. Okay, so pan is obviously what I want it to be. And interesting, there's no tempo assigned. It's just numbers. Unless, again, I'm missing that somewhere. I like my delays synced to a tempo, but I can't seem to see where there would be a tap tempo. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't say quarter note. It's only quite obviously the time percentage. Everything else, Boss does that. Yeah, you only get the option to choose the time. Oh well. Yeah, cool. I think like for me, the biggest update is obviously this stuff. Being able to see where the microphone is actually sitting in relation to the speaker is cool. I like that. Being able to adjust the position and the level of each, having two microphones to choose from. This mix assist, I don't like it at all. Whatever it's doing, it's just making it brighter. It's cutting out too much low end, and I don't like that. The room mics, again, I wish there was a level that you could add of the amount of room, because you've got the type of room but no level of the room. Obviously it's good that you can add your own impulse responses within the editor itself. That's pretty handy. As I said just a moment ago, I'm surprised that there's only the actual exact number option for the tap delays. I like a quarter note to match to my songs when I'm playing, but it's not there. At least I can't find it, so I don't know. But overall, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty thrilled with the update. But this screen here is what it's all about for me. This is going to make things way more flexible, and I'm going to be able to get a better mix when I'm recording using the line out on the tube amp expander. Now, and as much as I'm complaining about the delays and the reverb and stuff, I more or less use all of my delays either with pedals or in my DAW when I'm recording. So realistically, am I going to use these effects in here? I mean, probably not. And when it comes down to the room sound, same deal. I don't think I'm really going to be using that room sound anyway. I'm either going to have a room that I'm playing in, or I'm going to use some external third-party room when I'm playing using the direct out anyway. So not that big a deal. So there we go. That is the update for the Tube Amp Expander. It's pretty cool. Overall, I'm pretty thrilled with it. There's a couple of features I'd love to see tweaked a little bit to make it, you know, more flexible again, but for the most part, pretty good. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. See you next time.